ChatGPT and everything we're using it for at the moment, including the Apple version of ChatGPT. Stay tuned in the real estate industry update. Novak joining me.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Hey, nerd.
Morning.
How are ya?
Good. Live from the palace this morning, if you see behind me.
Stunning. Now,
Yeah.
now, Josh, I wanted to talk with you about this and on air today because I was with a client that I thought was a techie, that I thought had he had every toy I've ever seen in my life in a property, and I asked him. He asked me for a letter to write to his outgoing agent that he's getting rid of, and I said just use ChatGPT, and he said what's that, and I was like.
No way.
Like it's amazing to me how much it's actually changed, revolutionized our office, our industry, which we're going to talk about today. But what do you use it for?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, the use is so universal. Anything from your property listings, contract drafting, lead generation. You've got client follow-up, training, market trends. I mean, the use of it is quite outstanding, actually. It's not a matter of how many days you're using it; it's how many times per day.
Have you paid for the premium, the ChatGPT for the paid version?
No, I haven't. I've just been utilizing the free version online. It's just fantastic. The efficiency, I think, of the actual program software. Um, just yeah, as you know, you hardly get enough time as it is as being in real estate. So having that ability to make up for lost time there, but still putting together quality work. That's something that I find that's very important and a vital tool.
So we're going to talk about that as well quickly this morning because I latched onto the paid version 2 weeks ago. So I'll tell
Yeah,
you
wow.
about I'll tell you about the differences that I'm witnessing in there. But what's really interesting is for me it's become a replacement of Google. So where it's aggregating my searches, so where I would go onto Google and I'd be in and out of URLs. So say I wanted to know, I don't know, a population of an area or a distance, to an area or something like that. What ChatGPT would do for me is what I'd normally do is go into Google, go nah, 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 maybe click, nah, go back, nah, 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 maybe click. So I'd get lassoed into stuff that I don't want to be looking at. But
Mm.
when I put that same search into ChatGPT, for me, excellent. So I've actually got both the apps on. I've got an app saved on my phone for it now. It took a while before that came out, and I've got an app also on my laptop that I don't use as much. I use the web browser.
Yeah.
But as an industry, I think it's using it in the real estate industry has been really interesting because generally, I find it's not just overlaying good English, but it's actually overlaying sales strategies for me. So it's now worked out. I'm a real estate agent. It's now worked out I'm a real estate agent on the Northern Beaches, and it's now worked out when I ask a question, I think, oh, it's going to get this wrong, but it's using previously recorded information on working out to giving
Yeah,
me a better
wow.
quality search. So look, I think maybe I jumped into it too quickly. For anyone who doesn't know what ChatGPT is, this is an embarrassing one because I'm going to find it even hard to explain. It's basically a. What would you? Can you help me out?
Oh, I think you'd say it's like it's a lot of things, isn't it? But I think it's really almost like your old encyclopedia, dictionary, all in one. Almost like an assistant that has boundless knowledge. Really, you can ask it to do whatever you want, whenever you want, on majority of topics, and it's always got an answer for something. So it's just a library of knowledge and something that's available for you 24/7.
Now I'm using the new iPhone with Apple Intelligence, and I'm on the beta version of their version of ChatGPT called Apple Intelligence. So I'm comparing both of them at the moment. Um, what I've noticed with the paid version is, and I don't know if you could do this with the free version, but I've almost got an app store now within
Wow,
ChatGPT.
really?
So what I'm yeah, so what I'm using in the App Store, just to open up my Chat GPT, what I'm using in that store, so it's on the left hand column. I've got a thing called Social Media Tailor.
Oh, wow.
So I wrote something like improve my social media copy, and it gave me all these like sort of apps on it. Where I chose the one that had the most followers. Um, when I clicked on that to use it, and it automatically embedded itself into my chat GPT somewhere. So I click on that social media tailor, I
Mm.
click on the microphone, and I read out my copy. So I actually go, this is a really great house. Now,
Yeah, wow.
I'm not, I don't have the talent to actually say the copy in the right order. I don't, by the time I rant on for 1 or 2 minutes, I don't have the talent to remember what I said in the first sentence. So sometimes I double up or triple up on what I'm saying. I don't have the patience to hashtag stuff, but it knows I
Mm.
should be hashtagging stuff. And
Yeah,
so
wow.
it would grab my gobbledygook. It'll grab my gobbledygook, like whatever I've said. I press enter, and then it'll put it in a beautiful streamlined manner in
Wow.
Instagram form, in LinkedIn form, in Twitter form. It actually goes. It does all the formats for me. Then I go copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste.
Yeah, wow. It's insane, isn't it? I mean, the amount of time you save there at a click of a button just goes to show how powerful it really is.
Now, I've been in sales for over 30 years. There's certain strategy you have to use in your language. Being a salesperson, it's
Yep.
applying sales strategy and theory in the copywriting in my gobbledygook when it converts it as well. So some of these things, and I know that because sometimes you just don't have the time to actually put the hook or to actually get it right, but it's doing it. It's doing it.
And almost by itself, it seems, it's picking up that you're, real estate where you are. I mean, it seems like the more you use the service, the better it gets, which is something that I find that it's quite astounding, really. Yeah, just through use, you'll find that you get more and more out of the software. So yeah,
Absolutely. And
amazing.
another thing that I found that it does over Google is it has a conversational flow or
Yeah,
workflow. So to give an idea, if I was wanting to know more about Yellowstone National Park in America, I would normally I'd be in and out and in and out and in and out of Google and Google Pages, finding out photos and then the text and then that website and next page, next page, next page. Where it's different is I'll say, tell me about Yellowstone National Park. It'll give me a couple of paragraphs. Then I'll say, tell me the best hotel to stay. I don't have to say Yellowstone again. It actually knows it's in a flow, and then it'll
yeah,
say this hotel, this hotel, this hotel in Yellowstone National Park. Then I'll say, what are the prices of these hotels if I'm staying for 2 weeks? And it'll actually work out not just the night figure, but it'll work out that 2 week cost, and it'll give me the cost of those hotels. So it's going into so many different multiple searches with my one request.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's quite outstanding that the amount of detail it knows to go itself. Yeah, it's such an amazing step in technology and in advancement in information and transfer communication. It's crazy, but yeah, definitely love and
Yeah,
enjoy it, and making the job a lot easier.
it's there. So, just guys and girls, just to give you an idea what else we're doing, and I just did a bit of a list. Property descriptions helping us. It's shortening lines for me. So I know when I'm writing text, I hate that word wrap. You know, when you're on your screen and you see a bullet point go over 2 or 3 lines. So I'll say,
Yeah.
rewrite this text for me in 70 characters per line. Um, Client communication, excellent. Market analysis and reports. When we first started using it, it only went back to like 2022. Now it's ripping back to current times. Social media
Mm.
content that I spoke about, it, blog writing, lead generation. It's putting the hooks in for me when when I'm running my text because it knows I'm a salesperson. Um, the contract drafting, haven't used it for that. Virtual assistant scheduling, managing appointments and things like that. What's interesting is I did my last holiday on ChatGPT.
Oh, really? Is that when you went on the trip, the car trip? Was it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Wanted to go
wow! So
Mudgee,
plan
Lightning Ridge, Orange.
awesome.
Said I wanted to do it within 7 days, and it actually worked out the best places to go, time efficient, like on a
Wow,
map.
isn't that insane?
Training and
ChatGPT.
onboarding, and client follow up strategies. That's ChatGPT, but
Wow, isn't it crazy? Well, you got to think like from where it started. It's now planning your holidays. Like, what is the future of Chat GPT? That's what really interests me. You know, how far can this go? Sort of thing. You've seen the progression in such a short period of time and the abilities of what it can offer you. Yeah, I'm excited to see how much further they can push the boundary.
well, it's
Yeah,
self learning. So that's the scary bit that we're
yeah,
teaching. It's almost like teaching a person or teaching a child, and it just keeps getting smarter and smarter and smarter. Um,
yeah,
What's Lisa saying this morning? Copywriting in the future.
yeah.
Yeah,
All
it
types of
happened.
communication, eh?
That it actually did happen. I did a nice message to my wife the other day, and I actually then I was like, I wonder if ChatGPT can help me with the message. Now I didn't do the wrong thing. I sent the Mark Novak message, and then I wrote the ChatGPT message, and I wrote ChatGPT. So I sent both.
Oh, you sent both, hey? Yeah, how did that come out? Was Lisa able to pick it up straight away before you sent your own one, or
I sent them at the same time. So I sent my one, and then I sent my love letter, and then I sent my polished love letter by ChatGPT. But ChatGPT must be getting to know me pretty well by now.
wow? So it's actually picking up on like personality traits as it sees you ask questions and that sort of thing. Is it?
Scary,
That
absolutely
is a bit
scary.
scary, isn't it? Imagine after how long have you been using Chat GPT, Mark?
Pretty much since month one. So what's that? A year now? A year and a half? A year and a half?
Just imagine what it's going to do in 10 years after using it. What it's going, it might, you'd be surprised at what it might actually end up knowing about you.
It's nuts. And,
Crazy.
I hopefully help people there on chat A. And Josh, thanks for coming on.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
You take care. See
Cool.
you,
See you
everyone.
guys.